We present AccessibleCircuits, designs for low-cost and 3D printable add-on components to adapt existing breadboards, circuit components, and electronic tools for blind or visually impaired users. We focused on developing adaptations that provide additional information about the component pins and breadboard holes, modify tools to make them easier to use for BVI users, and expand audio and tactile feedback for tasks that require vision. Circuits and breadboards are essential when prototyping artifacts and electronics. However, circuit prototyping heavily relies on visual information, such as inserting the wires and using probes, which are extremely inaccessible for people who are blind or visually impaired. To understand the accessibility barriers, we conducted a user study with 10 BVI people. Participants were able to identify components through several features such as shape, number of pins, and how they can be manipulated. However, inserting components to the breadboard is challenging. BVI users cannot accurately locate a specific location. Probing is another barrier on breadboard circuits because BVI people cannot accurately place the probes on the pins of the components. They also had a hard time inserting wires into the correct blade slots on the wire strippers and keeping the wires inside these slots. To address these barriers, we proposed AccessibleCircuits, adaptive add-on components for the existing circuit prototyping environment. The breadboard extension works with the commercial smartphone and has tactile labels that mark the odd columns of the breadboard. The tactile labels and spring clips of the breadboard component are made with conductive materials so that the smartphone can register physical contact from them. Users can locate specific columns using the tactile labels. The breadboard add-on also gives audio feedback when a component is inserted. There is also vibration feedback from the smartphone when a wire is inserted into the component successfully. We created add-ons with slots on the side that align to the pins of the component to help users count the pins and easily connect a wire. To make the wire stripper more accessible, we created a wire guide with a slidable slot selector, which can help the user quickly locate the desired blade slot. The wire guide was also made in a V shape to allow for easy placement of a wire into the desired blade slot. To evaluate AccessibleCircuits, we ran another study with the same 10 BVI people. From the results, users can still identify components with the adaptations added. They were also able to successfully insert wires and pins into the correct holes through the guidance of wire slots and feedback to connect the components. Our users were also able to place the probes in the correct wire slots and use the add-on components to count correctly. Using our wire stripper guide, the users were able to find the blade slot correctly and successfully place the wire inside the V-shaped guide.
因为每一个元件的原理都一样吧，就是会一个就会全部都会这样。
我觉得能够让一般大众知道，我们是有能力可以透过辅具去完成很多事情。
For more information, please refer to our paper.